got a couple of tips I wanted to show you, a couple of things I'm working on right now. I've been wondering about intake forms and seeing if I do a little experiments to see if I could do one on my own, an intake form, a meaningful one, where I could gather the data for an inspection and then do something with it, hold on to it and manage it. So I've created an inspection request and inspection intake form that resides on my website. I have the short instructions here. I show a Google form here, Google Calendar, and these two are calendar intake dates that were automatically populated from a form, and here's how I did that. I take this inspection request date, the time of the inspection, client's name, general data about the process. Are you working with an agent? Who is the agent? This list has over 2,000 agents. We got the cost of the inspection, some extra specific things about the inspection, travel, expenses, extra, foundation levelness. We have some real clay here, so have an option for that. Any special things in this section, some COVID-19 kind of requests there, payment. And if we check cash or I'm an agent, nothing happens. But if we check credit card, we get a payment option here for a PayPal or a credit card. So if we uncheck this and go back to check, that cell or that field disappears. That also happens in a couple of other spots up here. So if you say, well, tell me the age of this property, when was it built? If it's built before 1985, I charge extra. Okay, so let's say that it was built before 1985. So we put that, we have a field that auto-populates and puts my $80 charge for houses that I charge a little extra for. If we come in here and we type 1986, that goes away. So there is some conditional formatting in this form that will say, if this, then that. So we strung along there and then we click submit. Once submitted, it returns to this page, the agreement page. Now on the agreement page, remember, they've just submitted. The next screen they see after submission, they're automatically taken to the agreement page. The agreement page asks them to read my inspection agreement, and when they populate another form, it will automatically enter data in these particular fields that are highlighted: date, first and last name, total cost of the inspection, the address. Those are 4 items that I want to push into the inspection agreement. So we ask for the contract date, we ask for the total cost, their first and last name, the subject property, and then an email, which is really important because in order to have this operate correctly, I want to create that inspection agreement, I want them to sign it, and we want to send them the report, so we'll send it to them by email. On the I understand and agree terms, you understand that by checking this box, you are agreeing to submit this form electronically and acknowledge that you've read. And so this becomes the signature in essence. So once I click this, I hit submit, I am taken to, still on the website, I'm taken to this page. This page is the thank you. It says, we're done. Your information has been sent to my email box, blah, blah, blah. And I talk about home binder and some other things that I plan to put on the thank you page. That's the last page they come to. And let's look at what this looks like afterwards. Is done. Once the inspection agreement has been signed, clicked, it embeds the date, the buyer's name, in this case me, the amount of the inspection or cost that we're agreeing to, and the property address, and sends the client along with, I understand and I agree, their IP address and the date of the submission. It also sends a PDF of the information that was on the form, specific information pertinent to the form. It also sends them the contract. Now, if I simply highlight this and click print, we get the inspection agreement with the terms and all of the information of the agreement. Okay, so we're back now at the calendar. So this would be the calendar that would show on the website. And when I click inside here and I say more details, it will open up the details of the inspection itself. And let's go here and edit. And so the data that gets pushed into this data, the client info, was the client. Okay, house information is going to be, is it new? No. Is there someone living in the house? It's vacant property. Blah, blah, blah. On down, on down. Real Estate Pro. Yes, I'm working with an agent. Bethany Foote is the agent's name. So all of this data that's in the description section of the calendar view was populated from and pushed to the Google Calendar. As you can see, we've got 1:30 and 8:30, so I did 2. So if you were doing 2 inspections, you're going to book one on 8:30, you book one at 1:30. This is how they would show. And in the, because I'm logged into my own calendar, I can see the details. Those details are not seen in the public side of the calendar. They're seen as busy. So it would say 8:30 busy, 1:30 busy, 8:30 busy, 1:30 is not there, so it would be open. This would be, both of them are open. Or I could have 8:30 busy, 1:30 busy. You get the idea. So I appreciate you, kind of following me along there. I now have an ability to have my client go to my website, stay on my website, and enter all of the data, and have the contract sent to them, email, in automation. So that's just one way. You could rely on the software for your particular software company. They have functions. Scribeware has one. All of them have their own particular version of how they handle signed contracts and things of that nature. Most of them are digitized. Some have signature functions. This is one way to do that. You could rely on your inspection software to do that, but if you did ancillary type inspections, this might be an option for you. Appreciate you watching. Talk soon.